We're integrating technology into our instruction, providing inclusion and targeted support services, including response to intervention, differentiating instruction for diverse learners, using various methods of assessments, formative, summative, observations, etc., analyzing data, continuing weekly teacher collaboration, scheduling enrichment programs to supplement units of study, and scheduling field trips to support those units of study. In order to achieve our technology goal, we continue to install smartboard technology in classrooms, hopefully in all classrooms someday. Pilot iPads in the classroom to provide professional development to the staff to support so that they can incorporate technology into their instruction. Integrate technology in lesson planning, to utilize programs and the internet to review and practice previously learned skills. Utilize the internet to conduct research, to improve home and school communication by developing classroom websites for parents to go to get information on what's happening in their child's classroom, and to encourage the use of multimedia integration of text, graphics, animation, sound, and/or video to demonstrate understanding of content. Sort of moving into a different way to measure students' understanding of what they're learning with different methods. Developing a professional learning community. It's important to convey your mission statement in everything you do to remind everybody why we do what we do and where we want to go. To continue weekly teacher collaborations, to implement vertical team planning, participate in professional development, to provide targeted support services and interventions, collaborate with curriculum specialists, to develop a data team, to continue bi-weekly faculty meetings, and encourage teachers to participate in faculty meetings and different workshops where they have the opportunity to teach other teachers. And lastly, to improve school culture and student well-being, we will be investigating a student council opportunity to have our students be more involved in the life of the school, to conduct monthly assemblies for various reasons. Could be for anti-bullying initiatives or for any literacy component that we might be doing in a particular month, to continue to engage in anti-bullying initiatives, to continue to build students' self-esteem and self-confidence, to involve teachers and students in community outreach committee, to communicate important events, to implement nutrition and fitness initiatives, and to monitor and improve school safety. Continue to offer before and after school enrichment opportunities, promote environmentally beneficial practices, and finally, to celebrate the successes that our students, that we experience every day in our schools, to make it something to celebrate. Excuse me, that is it.
Thank you. Before we go to the committee for questions or comments, does the superintendent have anything to add? Or?
Well, I'd like to thank the elementary principals for all of their hard work this year in implementing their school improvement plans. We continue to have conversations during our administrative councils around many of the initiatives that they've included, so they truly do reflect the district-wide improvement focus as well as their school-wide focus. So again, I've really enjoyed working with them in my first year as superintendent, and I look forward to continuing this relationship in the future.
Okay, we'll open it up to the committee for questions and/or comments. Anyone?
My first comment is I like some of the different programs, such as the Hood School with the hands together, piece on the wall. And I like to have you fill the bucket program at the batch, and the anti-bullying, and some of the things you do around what's it called, donations and cancer research funding and all that. I think that's a great thing. What I'd like to see happen a little more is maybe get some of those classrooms out to the community, possibly, as a thought. Maybe when it's a half a day, where there's a low period, maybe right before Thanksgiving or Christmas, and get out to an outreach, and maybe to a food pantry and teach them at a younger age. Because I think, North Reading does pretty well as a town and as a community, and our kids have 3 Nintendos and 4 DSIs and all that, so it'd be nice to kind of see them even at the end of the school year and we have a couple of days left, whether it's, you know, raking an elderly person's lawn or mowing it, you know, getting those 5th graders out maybe as a community outreach piece. The other thing is, I heard a lot about technology that we're pushing out to the teachers. And I may be incorrect in even stating this because of the whole curriculum frameworks piece. I don't hear enough technology at the elementary school pertaining to kids. You know, what are they doing on the technology side? You know, for example, I think, you know, the 6th graders this year, they build the popsicle stick houses. And they learned a little bit about framing around a window and a door. Why can't we push that down all the way down to the 4th grade as an extra credit project? I don't see why we have to wait till 6th grade to get that. But that gets their minds thinking engineering-wise, it gets them active. They get a little project at home, and give them a few points to that. But that's just one example. Why not bring down the website development down from the 6th grade down to the 5th grade level or 4th grade down? Start pushing some of that kind of technology down, basic development. And then lastly, the MCAS piece, we don't get the results until fall, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm always confused by that because we don't have that summer prior to the next school year to come up with our plans.
Right.
That's
Usually
correct.
right upon
September.
It seems like right when you're getting back
Yeah.
in September,
Right.
you're planning your first faculty meeting and everything arrives.
Right.
You don't have the
And it's
conversion
much
to the
earlier than it
scores
used
either,
to be.
which scores fall in which range, so that is a problem. I know the DOE has talked about early submission of MCAS and trying to get it out to us. And I think every year we wait and hope that it comes a little sooner so we can really make those decisions that affect our practice right off the bat.
Right.
So hope each year as this moves forward, it gets a little better. And
Yeah, because I just don't see how it benefits. There's no benefit to getting them in the fall. There really isn't. Especially if there's one group that's trending higher than another. You know, we can't do anything about it, really, until we get those scores. And the last thing is, I guess, are we trending forward? Are we looking at our students after they graduate elementary school and looking at their MCAS scores in 6th and 7th grade by school to see how they're doing that way?
Do we continue to separate them out in the middle school?
Well,
No, we do not.
And I
No.
know our 5th grade teachers are very much
Yeah,
invested in the 6th grade school, because they're traveling through, so to understand their instruction, the success that they had, especially with student growth model now, they're starting to really pay attention to those. 5th grade scores actually get reported to the 6th grade parents.
Right.
They get
Yep.
mailed out of the middle school office. We don't give it right to them, so that we backtrack and get that information. Do we data trend the kids in 7th and 8th? No, we don't, as elementary.
You do data trend the 6th graders then?
Our 5th grade team looks at their 5th grade students who are then in middle school, but it's
Right,
they
and
can
you'll-
understand their performance.
Yeah.
To be able to look at their curriculum and the success that they had.
But those are tests they took in the 5th grade.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm
But
just
that's the
wondering,
year.
I'm wondering if we should trend even another year more and find out, so we may have done really well at that 5th grade level, but did we really prepare them for the 6th grade curriculum? You know,
We do
it's a
that.
question.
But that's what we do, when we
Well,
analyze the, but
I
we
would
don't do it by
analyze this,
school.
yeah, I'd analyze that next jump level to
Yeah,
the middle
we don't do
school,
it by
see
school.
how
So
they
the
do
6th
there.
grade would then take a look at that and then report back to us.
Right.
If they were
How they were
patterns of
trending.
errors or
Yeah, were they
mistakes
trending
that
all
we
lower as a
want
cl-
to address in our curriculum.
Right, were they trending lower as a class, or maybe as a school, or are they trending higher as a school? What are we doing right or wrong, that type of thing.
And just to follow up on a couple of the things that you mentioned with the technology, one of the things is everything with the smart technology is for student purpose and product as well.
Right.
Especially the new boards, we're getting over 2 pros, so you can have multiple students up working on the board instead of that traditional one smart board where one kid is up and everybody is watching. But it's still incredible to see the level of engagement that increases in that one.
Right.
And then bringing back, now that's where the training comes back to the teachers at the elementary school level and the website design, them becoming more proficient. Remember, there's some retraining that goes along with this as well. But then looking at how students can use product using video and podcast and school too. It's coming pretty fast and
Right.
I'm very impressed with the 3 schools and the commitment from the faculty, and we're giving them the technology and they understand the need to use it correctly. So I think you'll see a lot of those things that you're talking about in the near future.
Okay.
Anyone else want to respond to anything that Mike asked, or what's that? Okay, Karen? I think
Oh,
you were.
Mel.
Mel?
Mel's fine. Go ahead.
How coordinated is the curriculum among the three elementary schools? And will our new, or are our new curriculum, are they called coordinators at the elementary?
Specialists.
Specialists at the elementary level. I'm assuming that that's a helpful new position to have to help put this all together. But how, are we teaching the same exact curriculum, or?
We're teaching the curriculum frameworks.
Okay.
And the curriculum frameworks are operationalized through the materials that we purchase, whether it's a text or supplementary material. But all the students across the grades are learning the same curriculum. They may do different kinds of projects as outcomes of learning those curriculum frameworks, but they are learning the same content.
Okay.
The projects may be different.
Right.
And a lot of the materials are the same. You know,
Right.
we have the same core
Mhm.
comprehensive literacy program with the Houghton Mifflin program, and now we're adding the foundations into the K-1 followed by 2.
Everyday math.
Everyday math, the science is something that we've approached together, social studies, tech. So that's where the council's really helping. It's not a new position, it's a restoration of the position
Right,
that
well,
used
yeah.
to exist. That really did work with the director of curriculum, now the director of academic services, in researching, piloting, making recommendations, then bringing it back out to the faculty and collecting that information through collaboration meetings, et cetera. So it really does help, but you know, in each of the 3 schools, we are still able to enjoy some of the things that are important to our own faculties too, for our students.
I guess this is maybe more to Kathy, but
Yes.
I know we basically determined that no Atom Science program, which we thought was great, we couldn't really financially sustain that program based on the annual cost. Have we moved along and found something new for next year? Where are we in that
The
process?
third grade will continue to use NOATM, and the Curriculum Council for Science will come together and take a look at what other products are available as resources to us as we continue to plan for not just third grade, but 3, 4, and 5. It would be great to be able to continue to support NOATM because it's so well received. Unfortunately, you heard the costs as I presented
Right.
to you previously.
Well, and one of my concerns, and Michael briefly touched on this, and this is a statewide issue where MCAS scores on science just aren't where they should be, and that may be part of the curriculum framework we get from the state, and we're not touching on the right subjects. But I'm just concerned about the science area, not just in North Reading, but as a country, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, hoping that we can pick up our scores in that
I agree with you.
science area.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Michael?
I think part of it is that we're just not training our students for that 22nd or 21st century education. I mean, there was a report that just came out today on the employment data. It's the engineers, the doctors, and the nurses, and the scientists that are getting the jobs and aren't part of that unemployment data.
We can't find enough engineers.
Right. So,
Karen or Cliff, anything? Karen? No?
I'll defer to Cliff if he has
Cliff?
anything else.
No, in looking at, you know, when we get a little further on in the program, you go to the high school, and in 2010 in science, if you combine the advanced and the proficient, you're at 90%. Either advanced or proficient, and 90%'s not a bad score. If you look across the Commonwealth, which is better than the nation, that's sitting right in there. And that's a significant improvement over the last 2 or 3 years. So we are improving, and we're looking, again, from the standpoint of whatever MCAS means, which I guess means something. At least it's, I guess, the best thing we have. That's a pretty good score. So whatever we're doing, we may not be along the way ebbing and flowing with between the framework and the testing, but somewhere in the end result, we're coming out pretty good. So it's in there somewhere.
I guess the only thing I'd point out, though, is that the science is a good achievement, but that's biology. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being tested in biology, but that's biology. It's one science. I agree, it's a good score.
Yeah,
but
if you talk to my son, who's in chemistry and
Yes.
physics, biology isn't even science.
Right.
I mean, but you know, it all depends on who you're talking to, as to.
It's my major in college.
We're gonna